Hey everybody, Chell here with Prismatic Powders. Now today's hot topic is fluidizers. Again. First, click those like and subscribe buttons, hit the bell. It really does help when you guys are engaged, and we appreciate you. And don't be afraid to comment either. Now, previously you may have heard us talk about why we recommend the use of a fluidizer over a box feed system for use with a lot of our powders. And sometimes this has to do with the metallic content in some of the powders, and sometimes it's the agents that create texture, and really how a fluidizer ensures that you're going to be getting a consistent mix so that the end result is nice even distribution of metallic flake or nice even texture. And there are other factors too. Fluidizers are a closed system, so your powder will be a lot more safe from contamination, for example. But the issue at hand is that we've read a lot of comments and had a lot of conversations with people who are hesitant to use a fluidizer because they hear that they add a lot of time to the color change process. So if you have a shop that does several color changes a day, the thinking is that a fluidizer would just add too much time, and so they opt for a box feed system. So today we're going to clean one of our fluidizers thoroughly, and we will see how long it takes. And I'm going to be doing this the same way I've done over the last 20 years, and this is going to be the same style hopper. And I think it's going to show you that if you do it right, you could be thoroughly clean in a matter of minutes, and that it's not a tedious process at all. Now, I do recognize that there are much larger fluidizers out there that will hold a lot more powder. This one will only handle 5 pounds at a time, so there is more to that process with those larger units. But if you're using one of those, you probably aren't doing several color changes a day anyway, so it's really not a good comparison. Now, let's go down to the booth where we have a dirty fluidizer waiting for its bath, and we have a timer, and we'll show you how long it takes, and you can watch the process in real time.
Okay, so I am not hurrying through this process at all. I'm not trying to make for a better time. I'm moving at the pace that I normally would. I just want to make sure that each part is clean and ready for the next color to be loaded. It's a good idea to keep your bags zip-tied whenever you are not pouring powder in or out of them. This will help keep the contaminants out. I like to use a clean, damp rag to wipe down certain components of the fluidizer. I just don't trust that compressed air alone will clean it well enough. I wipe the gasket down every time, even if it looks clean. We run a super clean shop here at Prismatic, but I've seen other shops, and if your floor is not clean enough to place your parts on, I recommend cleaning your floors first before you get into cleaning the fluidizer and the gun on them. The pump head is a great place for powder to hide. Don't neglect it. Disassemble it and blow out each part. I think it's worthwhile to note that I'm including the cleaning of the gun and hoses in the process, even though you would have to do this for a color change in any system. If I was just cleaning the fluidizer, I could easily cut the time in half. I'm careful with regulating the air pressure as I run it through the gun. I'm not going full blast by any means. This is a safer way to go, and if you're regularly deep cleaning your gun, lower pressure is sufficient to remove any residual powder. Now, I recognize that this is probably not the most exciting thing you've ever watched, so if you've come this far, you're getting the real trooper award. Powder really likes to hide out in the air hoses as well, and there are several techniques that you could use to get it all out of there, but I prefer to whip and shake the hose in between shots of air. It looks like a dog is killing a snake, but it works. I just repeat this until there's no more powder visibly leaving the hose. Of course, my phone went to sleep, but it's still running the timer, so that's good. Yeah, I'm not going to show you the password to my phone, so don't ask. But please pardon the pixelation.
So, fluidizers take a long time to clean. I think we could say myth busted. Now you guys can arm wrestle about that and arm wrestle about either system in the comments below, but that is going to be it for today's video. So thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.